this stage. Oh, there we go. I think that's working now. All right. So we are here. We are live. I'm going to start doing some more live stuff, man. Let's go. All right, then. I wanted to see if this was going to work. Let me just see if you can. Start doing some more live stuff, man. Let's go. All right. I know I still need to work on the mic quality, but bear with your boy. But I wanted to. Sorry, I'm in a dark room. I don't have lighting and all that stuff set up right now. I will be getting all that stuff set up when, in the future here shortly. But I did want to go ahead and go live so that way we can start unpacking some things, man. I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with how Arsenal operate and how Arteta operates. And we're going to see what's up, man. We're going to see if this is the end of Arteta. Should he be sacked? Should he be sacked tonight? To now, as some people say. I think that I think he should just be given to the end of the season just because, let's be honest, nobody's going to sack him tonight, right? But yeah, man, what a letdown. I think that the season is over. Yes, we're still in the running for the Premier League, but let's be honest, we ain't winning the Premier League, man. Like, it's just at this point, it's pretty much done and dusted. It took me a minute to kind of cool. I wouldn't even say I was upset. Like, I needed to cool off in a sense, but I definitely needed to relax a little bit because the display from managing, like just the differences between the managers to me is just too big, man. Like you just see Arteta does the same. Like, why are you okay? Let's just go ahead and talk about this. I said this in my previous video, but like I said, the previous video didn't have the greatest quality, so forgive me. Hopefully this one's a little bit better quality. And anybody who's typing in chat and stuff like that, I have that stuff up. But man, it's just kind of crazy. I want to be honest with you, man. Like the way that we set up, I was a little bit hyped about. But then the fact of the game going on, I like the way that we started. I like the way that we were pressing them. Look, I'm not an Arsenal fan that's looking for perfection. I'm really not. I'm looking for attacking intent and intent to go forward. I like the press being high up the pitch, especially when you're trying to win a league. I think that sets a tone of dominance. Right now, obviously, throughout the season, there needs to be differences in the game plan for specific teams that have pace and things like that. But our back line is pretty fast, right? We had Mascara today at right back. I was about to say Mascara. I'm tired. Sorry. Mascara today at right back. We had William Saliba, Gabriel, and then Nkapie. We know Nkapie is quick, and we know Mascara has good makeup speed, right? So he has the ability to catch up speed, as a lot of people know it as well. He's got good catch up speed. So I wasn't necessarily too afraid of City on the counterattack, although we know that they're good at the counterattack, right? Ryan Cherokee, he has a good final ball, but he's more of the magician on the ball, right? Like his ability to dribble guys, take guys out of the play, and then play creative short distance passing, I think is very high level. I don't think he has the long distance passing that Kevin De Bruyne does, or like a Bruno Fernandes, who you see is on 18 assists this season, right? But man, it's just even looking back at some of the stuff right now, like you'll see me looking on the right and to the left. I'm just looking at the game and, I believe they had like 60% possession, things like that, right? That stuff didn't bother me. We already knew that was going to happen with Manchester City, right? They're a better team than us in that aspect, right? Pep Guardiola has been doing this for decades, right? He has the ability to make teams have more possession of the ball. Right. But it's just what we did with it, man. Like, I want to talk about Arteta and Kai Havertz specifically today. Like, I'm a little bit frustrated with Kai Havertz, bro. Like, that whole signing in general has just been a shambles. It has just been, he's on 275 British pounds, 275,000 British pounds a week, man. Like, people aren't making that in a year, and this man's just able to float by. And you can just see the favoritism with Mikel Arteta with them, right? You see the other day him screaming at Leandro Trossard to get back, get back, get back. He's freaking out, beatboxing, doing all this on the sidelines, right? And as a player, I'm telling you, that is annoying. That is annoying to hear your manager consistently do this. You should have done that in training, man. Like, I get it. you're high strung and you freak out and you want perfection. It's not going to be perfect when you're on the pitch. And you should trust the players that you spent £1 billion on after 6 years, that they have ingrained in what you want them to do, right? And this is my fear, is that a lot of the Arsenal fans are going to start switching up and saying it's not the players, or it's the players, they're not doing what the manager's asking them to do in the system and this and that and do that. All it is excuses, man. Like, to be quite honest with you, I'm tired of the excuses. It's starting to get redundant year after year after year. We have excuses after excuses. And I'm not going to name channels, but you see, dang, my hair looked crazy just for a second there. But you see on certain channels, man, like people blaming the refs. Are we serious? Gabriel should have been taken off. He should have been sent off today. And we're blaming the refs for that game. I think he did a decent job. I believe it was Anthony Taylor is his name, right? I think he did a decent job. Now he started calling cheap fouls that I feel like aren't really fouls. But, I mean, I think he did a decent job, man. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I think he let the game flow in the beginning. And Mascara's yellow card is a yellow card, man. You can't foul somebody 4 times and on the 5th time get confused that you're getting a yellow card. Like, if he doesn't draw that line in the sand at some point, Mascara's just going to keep fouling Doku. Now, granted, after he got the yellow card, I think he did a great job. I really do. But it's just it's the intent from Arteta for me. Like, I think he set us up with the mentality to win. Thank you. Finally, right? We wish we would have seen that in the Carabao Cup. But too little, too late. That was kind of the title of my video beforehand, is too little, too late. Like, we should have, where we lost the game, or where we lost the season, in my opinion, is Bournemouth, the Wolves draw. Things like this. Like, it's just a dread watching us. It's a dread. And for me, I genuinely wish and hope that, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if to say to learn from this, because the learning is over. 6.5 years and $1 billion spent, learning's over. For the players, though, I just feel for them. But also at the same token, this is kind of where I was going back towards, is you can see the manager's impact on the way we play. You can tell he set us up out there today to go out there and to try and win the game, to play with forward intent. The announcers were even saying it. Where was this versus Sunderland? Where was this versus Bournemouth? Where was this for the last probably 6-8 weeks, where we were going sideways, backwards? And now we're finally in a situation where we can win the league, and we put it down to a game that 8 weeks ago, 10 weeks ago, people were saying we could win the league at the Etihad. That's what we want to do. We want to win the league by the time we play them. Well, we didn't. We lost the league, actually, by the time we played them, because of stupid, scared football. And it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate to play scared so much. You will never win anything in life playing scared. You cannot try and not lose. You can't. It's impossible. You can't go and do anything and be successful in life if you're trying not to lose. Hey, if you don't remember anything from this stream, remember that, right? And if you're watching this stream on playback, which you probably are, because I have one person in here and I think it's me, man, like, share, subscribe. Your boy's going to be doing more live content like this, hopefully a little bit more interactive. I don't mind the videos, but the videos are a little bit for me. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm directly talking into a camera. With at least this, if you guys jump in chat, I can go ahead and interact with you and we can have some conversation. I can see your guys' opinions, go on, so on and so forth, right? But I just feel as though when you play to not lose, that starts to really feed into the players. You have creative players that are scared to go forward because they don't want to lose the ball. And as soon as they lose the ball, you're saying, sprint, get back, sprint back. It's like you're doing this. And then it's a lot of times it's not even needed. It's not even necessary, because you're telling them to sprint back and there's not even a counter on. The team put the foot on the ball and they're actually playing it back. So why are you rushing everybody to get behind the ball? That's actually wasting their legs and energy for them to be able to attack going forward, right? But then you see today just some of the little substitutions. We need a goal. Kai Havertz has been injured, and then you play him the whole 90. Granted, okay, he did a good job of keeping the ball up top and holding it up. I will give him that, okay? We got to have some balance here, right? It's not going to be all just bashing everybody. But it's just not good enough, man. He's not good enough, unfortunately. And you just see some of the things. Type in the chat if you're in here, man. What's up? But you just see some of the things from Arteta that just don't. It doesn't fill me with confidence. It's this. Why are you taking off Eze when he just had a chance to hit off the bar? And he's starting to get into the flow of the game. If there's anybody that's going to bring you a bit of magic in that game, it's going to be Eberici Eze. It's going to be that man, the myth, the legend. Just kidding. You're not a legend yet, but you know what I'm saying. But man, it's just so disheartening, bro. And I can only imagine what the players are feeling like. Really, like I feel for the Arsenal players today. Manchester City completely, they deserve to win the game. Yes and no, right? I feel like we had our chances to win, but I feel like Manchester City, they just play such on the front foot. You can see their confidence from the Carabao Cup. The Carabao Cup was such a detriment to us and such a positive to them, genuinely. And new people in here, like, share, subscribe. I'm 3 subscribers away from 700, so help your boy out. But that Carabao Cup, people look at it as a Mickey Mouse Cup and an energy drink cup. Man, I don't. Oh, a win is a win. As a former player, man, I'm trying to win everything. I'm trying to win anything that will give me an edge. A lot of these Arsenal players don't know the feel of winning. They don't know the taste of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need some of the juices, man, in your body to know what it's like to win. That then breeds winning. Winning breeds winning, right? You hear the other saying of practice makes perfect. I don't agree with that. Perfect practice makes perfect, right? And I get why Arteta wants to drill him in practice, but you can see even with Saka that it's starting to wear on him. Things like that, like a lot of these players, he's ripping hamstrings off and hanging them in his room now. I mean, he's got hamstrings in his closet like I do suit coats. You know what I mean, man? Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, I get he wants us to be well organized. We are probably the best coached team in Europe under Pep, aside from Pep Guardiola's team. But the thing is we just don't have the winning mentality. We're too emotional. And then I see channels that are blaming the ref when Gabriel should have got a red card. You can't go in here and headbutting people, man. You can't do that. Like, I get it. You and Haaland have that battle, and we love that battle. We love it. And I get it. He didn't extend or anything like that. And to be honest with you, I was a bit of a hothead on the pitch too, so I probably would have done something similar. But you can't. You can't in a game that's deciding so much. You genuinely have to just, he's trying to wow me up. We're down 2-1 already at that point. Calm down, mate. Just chill, right? There's a lot of football to be played left. We don't need to sit here and try and have a bravado and just right to win, because sometimes so much of that willpower, so much of that tense that you do, right? Anybody right now, if you're watching or you rewatch this, tense up your body for like 10 seconds and then relax. You're gonna be, damn, okay, I'm a little bit tired, right? It gets a little bit exhausting. If you're doing that for the whole 90 minutes and you're not playing relaxed and your manager's on the sideline, he's freaking out, he's yelling, he's doing this, he's doing that, freaking out, he's breakdancing, this man's pop locking on the sidelines. Yeah, of course, you're going to be a little bit more, okay, all right, we gotta, like, no. If you see your manager and you know you're so well coached that you see your manager go sit down on the sideline and he lets you guys play for 5-10 minutes, that for me was such a big relief. It was a huge relief for me, just because, all right, that means he trusts me. He trusts that in situations that I see on the pitch that he may not see, that I'm going to deal with it correctly. Because quite honestly, micromanaging isn't going to make the situation any better. And that's in any field of life. That is in work, that is in sports, that is in anything, marriage, anything. You will not have a successful marriage if you're just looking at each other the whole time. Oh, are they going to mess up? Are they going to? No, that's not how it works, right? You're not going to have success at work if your boss is over your shoulder. Hey, you doing everything? Hey, don't hire me if you don't believe you're gonna have me do it. Same with Arsenal. Don't put me on the pitch if you drilled me all week and you don't believe that I'm going to be the one that's doing it. Like, you shouldn't need to tell me, hey, pass here, go back. No. You check in. No, you check back out. No, you make the run beyond. You should already have had that so well drilled in you that it's second nature. And if you don't believe that player's doing it, yelling at him on the time of the pitch the whole time isn't going to change that player. Guess what is? You taking him off at halftime, telling him, hey, look, you're not doing what we talked about earlier this week. You're not meeting my standard. Hey, you're coming in because you're at my standard right now. And I need you to do the things that I'm asking you to do for this game. not you freaking out on the pitch the whole time and running people's hamstrings into Emirates or to the Etihad. That's not going to help anybody, right? So for me personally, right, I know some of the talk was about Luis Enrique. I think Arteta is the third highest paid manager in the world. I think it's Pep, Simeone, and then him, right? So, look, man, if I'm being honest with you, I would get rid of Arteta. 6 years, he's done a look. We got to give credit. He's done a great job. He's gotten us to a point. I think it's as similar as the Brendan Rodgers, though, man. I really do. I think he got us to where he can get us. He has played for PSG with JJ Okocha and Ronaldinho. He has been coached by Arsene Wenger. He has who else is he? Who's under David Moyes, who he seems to be. That's who he seems to be taking everything from. Oh, he was a youth player at Barcelona. So you have all that, and then you're an assistant manager to Pep, and you chose to follow David Moyes more, where you're setting up your team not to lose. I don't know. For me, that's just crazy. You have Mavericks win. Mavericks win you trophies. That's who does it. Look at Ryan Cherokee. Pep Guardiola did not know how to handle him in the beginning. He didn't. I mean, if you guys remember earlier this season, Pep was ripping his hair out, right? When Cherokee was doing stuff. Well, he doesn't have hair, but probably ripping his beard or something like that. I mean, last year he was scratching his face, and Pep was coming off. That man was scratching his face because of some of the stuff he was seeing. Right? But then he adjusted. People used to say Pep Guardiola, oh, his players look like robots. If they don't do certain things, they're off. This, and that. Now he's starting to lighten up in certain things. Maybe he's lightening up because of old age, but I'm telling you, it's working. He was able to rebuild a team, and now look, he's in pole position. They're going to beat Burnley on Wednesday. They're going to beat them. Now, I'm not foolish enough to think that they could not have a hiccup, right? They could, but I don't think they will. But let's be honest here. I don't trust Arsenal to win all 5 last games. I don't. They haven't given me any hope that they're going to win these last games. Why would I think that they're going to? They lost to Bournemouth, and Bournemouth are on a 10 or 11 no-loss streak. I get it. That's fine. But we were at home. We needed to win that game. We win that game. This game isn't as important. It is important still, but it's not as important. Because then we're 6 points ahead still right now. They win on Wednesday. Then we're 3 points ahead still. It's still in our hands. Nope. Wednesday, they go up on goal differential. If I'm not mistaken right now, let's check this out while we're here. Goal differential, ours is 37. Theirs is 36. If they win Wednesday, right, and it's 1 goal, right, I think they do it head-to-head, right? Somebody, if you're watching this, type in the comments down below. Do they end up doing head-to-head? I don't know if they do that. But if we're both on 70 and both our goal differentials are the same, I have no idea how they do that. I would assume it'd be head-to-head because they beat us, right? So, I don't know, man. It's so, oh, gosh. I wanted to go to England, man. I'd never been. I wanted to go to the UK. Freaking celebrate. I've been watching Arsenal since the Invincibles. The Invincible season was my first season supporting Arsenal. I'm about to be 30, and I haven't seen anything since. That junk's depressing, man. And that's what a lot of outside fans don't understand. Like, I've seen some fans of some teams that aren't Big Six teams, and they're saying, oh, you guys are so entitled or whatever it is. Like, bro, no, we're not entitled, man. It's been 21 years going. It's about to be 22 years since we won. Or is it? Yeah, 23, 24 was the Invincible season, right? So, yeah, 25, 26 is this season. So, yeah, it's been 20, about to be 22 years we haven't won a Premier League. And you guys think that that's okay for the club of our size? Nah, man. I'm sorry. If you're telling me, we've been patient. We've been patient in comparison to a lot of these teams. At least Chelsea can look back and say, hey, look, we won Champions League however many years ago. Manchester United, they won under the boiled egg, Ten Hag. I mean, the man, they sacked him. He won a Carabao Cup and he won an FA Cup. Seriously. And then they sacked him because it wasn't good enough. Because not for Manchester United. They are supposed to be winning leagues in the Champions League, competing for major trophies and winning them. Competing isn't enough after 4 years of doing it, right? We got rid of Arsene Wenger. We got rid of him, completely gone. We had fans chanting. I was one of those people who was like, yeah, I think it's end of the road for him. Like, he did a good job, right? We had fans chanting, holding up banners, doing all sorts to Arsene Wenger. And guess what? We got rid of him because we said that top 4 wasn't good enough. We were supposed to be a notch higher. Now we're okay and just content with competing. And then the thing is in his press conferences, he treats us all like we're kids. You just need to believe, guys. Believe. Like, no, man, this ain't no Disney Channel movie, man. I'm not just going to believe. This isn't Frozen. What are we talking about? Just believe. How about you show me something? How about you show me a title and I'll believe? How about that? Bring your packed lunch, guys, and your dinner. Like, what is this, man? Come on. We're out here. He's chatting rubbish. I'm sorry, you're chatting rubbish if you're sitting here telling us to bring packed lunches and dinners. Come on, bro. I mean, last year is bring your boots and bring your shin pads. Lighting fires on the side. Wolves and who he's bringing up pictures of wolves. Saying hunt like back, hunting a back, guys. Dude, you can tell me that without you showing me a picture of wolves. Come on, man. It's just corny. He's a cornball. And then all of his answers are just like, I want to get by a manager that just goes at the end of the game. Yeah, it wasn't good enough. Hey, how do you feel about coming second again this year? Hey, look, I'm proud of the progress that we made, but Arsenal Football Club deserves to be winning more. Next question. Like, not, hey, it's been a great 90 or 9 months in the 9 months that we haven't won anything. He always does the time frame in which the time frame that you can't win anything. He says is a great time frame. The journey was great, guys. This isn't Aladdin. We're not going on a ride on a freaking, what does he ride? The carpet. It's not a great ride. We need to win, bro. That's what I'm saying is that David Moyes mentality of just like, he's content with just being there. Being there is not enough for me. I don't know about you guys. If you just show up to work and you're in sales and you're just there, you get fired because you're not meeting quota. Well, at Arsenal Football Club, after $1 billion spent 6.5 years, your quota is not being met. You're not reaching what we need to reach, have you reach. But these are the Cronkies we're talking about, lads. It's the Cronkies we're talking about. I think I read somewhere or heard something that we brought in 125 million pounds this season. They're happy with that, right? I honestly don't even believe that we'll sack him if we lose or we come second, which is still losing. I don't think we'll sack him. And all this time, I haven't even brought up the Champions League. You want to know why? Because why would we? If we didn't win it with Dennis Bergkamp and Thierry Henry, we're not beating this PSG team or Bayern Munich. They are ridiculous. They are ridiculous, man. The way Vincent Kompany's got Bayern playing and the way that Luis Enrique has PSG playing, come on, get out of my face with that, bro. Get out of my face, seriously. I'll be happy if we beat Atletico and we're in the final because anything can happen in a final. Look, we start making it to the final. I'm not going to say I believe, but I'm going to be watching. You know what I mean? Like even the quarterfinal had the lowest view count, I believe, of quarterfinal in I don't know how long. That's ridiculous. It's because they knew we were just going to sit behind the ball. It was 0-0. Do you know how bad you got to be to 0-0? And we were trying to 0-0. We were trying to do it. We were trying to 0-0. That was his intent, or to lick a Nate goal, to nick a late goal. I mean, come on, man. It's just, I want to hang my head in shame. I'm so sad. Seriously, like we were so close. We were so close. And, you know, again, it's one of those things, man. We're going to be there. We're going to be there to celebrate, or I mean, to support. But let's look at the stat leaders while we're here, right? Victor Gyökeres is tied in the league for top 5 for goal scored. He's there with Danny Welbeck and Morgan Gibbs-White. He's got 12. Okay, 12. Who's our second striker? It is Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz has, I don't even know. It's not even worth looking at his goals. Probably 2 or 3 this whole year. Erling Haaland's got more goals than just our striker, and he's having a bad season. Okay, so we have Erling Haaland and Antoine Semenyo, who, mind you, have transformed City, right? Semenyo and Gahey have transformed City, right? That again shows intent. We got worse in the December window, by the way. We got worse in that window because we got rid of Ethan Nwaneri, who could have helped us during this whole thing because no Shodegaard or Sologard or I don't even want to say any more names for him, doesn't seem to want to come through in these big games. Ethan Nwaneri would have helped us. He would have absolutely helped us. Make no mistakes. His ability to drive with the ball, his ability to play on the right would have been a lot better than Nani Madueke. I can tell you that right now. 55. They should make another song with 65 million down the drain, then 55 million down the drain. Wow, what is that? 120 million down the drain? We should just make a new song, combine Nani and Kai, and just Nani and Kai don't do anything. 120 down the drain, something like that, man. I mean, that's insane. 120 million on two Chelsea players. That Nani was like their third choice right winger, and Kai is just Kai. We're just gonna leave Kai where he is, man. I don't want to bash him too much, man. Seriously, I'm trying not to bash people too much, but it's time to get rid of him. I'm going to be doing another stream on probably all the big six. I'm tired, man. All the big six clubs and who they should sell to progress, right? Tottenham, they'll probably have to sell their whole team if they stay up. But Tottenham, Chelsea, Manchester United, I'll probably throw Newcastle in there, Aston Villa, just because they're doing well. But, man, I like this live stream junk, man. If you're catching it late, like, share, subscribe. Again, I'm 3 subscribers away from 700, so help your boy out. I appreciate you guys. I've been ADR. Peace.